Hello, welcome to episode 8 of the Farsley Celtic save. We are going into, still in the first season, but we are struggling. So today's mission is to start the rebuild. Coulson is thankfully on 19 goals a season. However, he had a massive issue with being offside over the last couple games, and we've dropped a couple places. We got a last-minute winner in the Spennymoor match, which obviously saved us from another draw, but they were, I believe, 4th or 3rd in the league at the time. So it might have been 5th at the time. Even so, that last minute, 91st minute winner was the saviour for us. But yeah, for now, we are, just 1 point behind Spennymoor, but we're still 7 with the game in hand behind Scar, but they may be out of touch, sadly. But we will see. Our next game, thankfully, we're getting an easier run against Hereford. But what I might do, I need to look at our form, because we had some good form. I need to see what formations we were playing in this. Is that something I can do? Manage views, goal scorers. I want to add another one. Give me another one. Filter. No, I can't remember how to do this. If I can remember how to do it at all, would be nice to have a look. But yeah, Southport, Buxton, Boston, that kind of run there. Especially when the games that we won were against easier oppositions. I might move back to a defensive mid formation. Samba and Allen aren't really enjoying life next to each other at the moment, so I might bring a centre on for a few minutes. Okay, let's try and sort some stuff out. Coulson's got to be playing. He's our star striker. Surely he's got to start. I'll play him as that deep line forward as he wants to play. Stevenson, keeping you as the attacking forward, advanced forward, sorry. Beckett, you are probably one of our better players. I think playing you in centre mid is... I mean, you were okay in the left wing the last game. An assist there, 2 assists there, nothing there, nothing there. You are a centre mid, really. Your crossing's not amazing. You're not particularly fast. Your passing's decent, but you are only 21. I'm going to move you into the centre of the pitch. But what I'm going to do... is playing an asymmetrical formation a good idea? Probably not. Ebanks has been performing well recently, so I kind of want to keep him on the pitch. Ben Atkinson in his last few matches hasn't been anything particularly special. What do we do here? How's Yumbi been in the last match? Okay, he performed well in the last match, got a goal. Screw it, let's give him a chance. But who do we take off? Do we take off Atkinson? 6.5, 7.1. Atkinson in general is usually one of our better players. Admittedly, his technicals are quite low now. Maybe we give him a bit of a rest. Maybe we put on... I don't know what to do. Let's try going back to the 4-3-3. Stevenson, I might even play you as an inside forward. More supportive inside forward. Take more risk, crest less often, dribble more, cut inside the ball, get further forward. Yes, great. Ebanks, Atkinson, I still want you playing as a ball-winning midfielder. Beckett, what is your best position? Just an attacking centre mid. I'm fine with that. You do you, lad. Turn mid on attack. And then Leverett, who's also one of our new signings. Again, you're nothing particularly special. Well, he's not one of our signings. Oh no, we did. Did we sign him, or was he already here when we started? I can't remember off the top of my head. Do I get Ben Atkinson in? Because he's just got a good relationship there. Maybe we do that. Yao Silva's still on loan. Thank God we've got our goalkeeper back, so Alan can never see the light of day again. I'm definitely going to transfer list him. Add to unwanted list. Sell or release. You can. Yeah, on the unwanted list you go. You have been horrendous. If you watched the last couple streams, Alan has been terrible. Northern Premier League or Southern Premier Central, we're selling you to Telford. I don't honestly care too much. I understand that he was our backup goalkeeper, but he has been one of the worst goalkeeping displays in the last couple of games I've ever seen in my life. So he does not deserve another round of anything. Does not deserve another chance. No, by no means. Okay. Moving on, we finally got an under-18s manager, which admittedly was necessary. See where we're at the moment. Moving on, let's try and get through to this next game against Hereford. And we are just one game away. It's saying to play Leverett. He is better. We'll make the suggestions for once. Screw it. See what that does. Harry Allen has gone. Yep, fine with that. He was shit. To be honest, he was terrible. He does not deserve to see another match after that performance. Morgan, our 40-year-old goalkeeper, will be our backup for now. Hopefully, he won't see the light of day either. Hopefully, we'll just have Laban till the end of the season and try and loan him again for another season, but we will see. Okay, Colson's good for a full 90 minutes again, which is great news. Ransom Pickle was still out, of course. Let's now stick with positive. Don't want to do an awful lot there. Build match fitness, yeah, keep a close eye on him. And yeah, I mean, I've taken Tom Allen out for a game. Playing a sensor. Thought I took Tom Allen out for a game. There you go. And Watson go on. Nah, come on, let's be smart for once, just in case we have a goalkeeping catastrophe. And we'll go from there. Into the match, here we go. First game of the stream. First game of the stream. Pick off from where you left off last time, and let's get going. We changed our formation once again. I feel like it was needed. We were struggling a little bit in the centre of the pitch in a lot of games, so now we're kind of flooding that centre of the pitch, but still playing quite wide, which hopefully will support us. Giving away a free kick. Babos on this one. See what he can do. What he can do is hit the post. Not quite good enough, but nervy nonetheless. Who have people got today? So, Spennymoor have got Gloucester, who are 18th. Not expecting much. Scarborough already ahead against Bishop Stortford. South Shields are losing, which is good. Scunthorpe are drawing. Southport and Buxton, the only ones we're looking for, they're playing each other. That means that either Southport are dropping points or Buxton are, and that is a good result for us either way. Someone needs to get out to Cowley. No one has. Thankfully, he has put it over the bar. Let's shout some encouragement and see where we're at. "15 minutes gone." Of course, we're already got a slightly higher XG, got 6 shots off already, which is great. Speaking of things that are great, Warrington are beating Scunthorpe. It's a great result for us. Unfortunately, Buxton are currently winning, which makes that second position a little bit harder to come by. Leverett, we're giving you opportunity today, and it's over the bar. Apparently, it was a whisker away, but I'm not so sure. Here we go. 26 minutes gone, and we've got a proper highlight. That's not a free kick. Let's see how this goes. First non-free kick highlight of the day. Owen with a loose ball out to Skinner, who sadly gets his foot into it. Mendes, he plays a long, hopeful ball over, but thankfully Asenso is there to collect. Smith, who had a good couple games and a bad couple games in our last stream, plays the ball out wide. Leverett with a heavy touch loses the ball. Not looking particularly comfortable at the moment. Cisse with it on the outside, crosses it in, and it's been turned into the net by Asenso. Give him opportunities to try and show his worth and try and give him the opportunity to kind of get that position ahead of Allen. But when you're doing stuff like that, lad, what do you expect from me? So yeah, this stream, of course, is looking at trying to recover from some of the losses in the previous stream, and thankfully Darren Stevenson gets on the end of that one, which helps us back into the game. It's nice to see him on the pitch and scoring once again. Ebanks, lovely crossover, and Stevenson in the back post puts it into the back of the net. That's what we like to see. Both our wingers connecting up there back in this game. Buxton are still winning, Spennymoor are winning, Scarborough are winning, so all of the teams above us are, of course, winning, but the one team below us, Scunthorpe, are not. Once again, I think there's a chance that the Scarborough position of first might already be out of our hands, so we're aiming to get at least above 8th, so 7th place or above, just to maintain our chances to get promoted via the playoffs. Cross in from Smith on the corner, gets headed straight back to him. Thankfully, he finds Masambo in the outside of the box, plays it to Asenso. He can't put things right for his defensive error, but it was a decent shot from the centre-back. Alrighty, into the dressing room. We've been the better team here, and what I want to do, I want to try and get the ball to Coulson a little bit more. But how do we do that? Do we reduce the directness? Maybe work the ball into the box? Take off the discipline and reduce the width? But the width's kind of where we have where our game sits. We'll go from there. Stevenson's a little bit tired, which is not great news. 49 minutes gone, 50 minutes gone. Here we are getting closer towards that hour mark. It may be worth bringing on Yumbi for Stevenson at one point, but that will come after this highlight. Smith, long crossover to Ebanks, who, as per usual, is not tall enough to get his head on that, but we collect it on the right-hand side with Carroll. Carroll runs into the box, and Beckett is there to put it into the back of the net. It's finally moved away from that wing position, playing in centre mid, and he has come good. Very happy for the lad. Puts it into the back of the net and puts us 2-1 up. This is a good comeback so far. Speaking of comebacks, Scunthorpe are back to 2 goals to 3 against Warrington. Warrington, of course, currently in, I think that was 12th or 11th place, but are holding that 3-2 victory. Well, 3-2 positive scoreline for them at the moment. It's not quite a victory yet. Anyway, Leverett in the centre of the pitch. Stevenson out on the left wing, collects it. Can he pass it through? He cannot, but Ebanks gets almost on the end of that. It gets played out to Carroll once again on that right-hand side. Long crossover. Stevenson, is he underneath it? He is. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, I thought he'd put that into the back of the net. Oh, I thought he'd done that. That's a shame. Okay, Smith. We're going to get Alan on for a few minutes just because, let's face it, Asenso's not been amazing. Ben Atkins is a little bit nervous. Yumbi, I might play Yumbi up front, but Stevenson's playing well. I'm going to take him off, and then we're just going to... I'm not going to take Stevenson off yet. I'm going to swap it back. I'm just going to make the one defensive substitution. Speaking of defensive, what type of defence was going on there? I only saw the end of that highlight, but what the hell happened? Thankfully, we've recovered, and Stevenson's got it out to Coulson on the left-hand wing. Can we make an attacking highlight of this? He turns inside to Leverett. Leverett, can he find someone in the middle? Beckett is there. He plays a long ball out to Stevenson, but he was definitely offside. And there is the linesman to show exactly that. Shame for him. I'm gonna praise the lads for being in the positive situation of the 2-1 victory. Corner coming in. Allen's on top of that. Second goal of the season. Definitely praising him there. And that is enough for me to protect the big players. Yumbi, you going on as a left winger, and then Ben Atkinson. Do I take off Beckett, or do we give Sheridan a run out because he hasn't played in ages? Let's give Sheridan a run out. Take off Masambo, why not, even though he's confident. Last 20 minutes to go, already a highlight. Sadly, South Shields are now 2-1 up against Chester. It would have been nice for them to lose and kind of extend that width between us and 7th place. but alas, not the case. O'Brien, their left back, is on the ball. Can he do anything with it? A long testing ball for their winger that is near nobody. Thankfully, Cal collects, and that goes the highlight. 73 minutes gone. The lads are happy. Sadly, Coulson hasn't really got his foot on the ball that much again today. I feel like he's slowing down. Potentially he is 35 years old. He had a great start to the season, but I think it's been a few games now since he scored. It's making me a little bit nervous. Speaking of nervousness, that is a good block there. Carroll, well done to you, man. Our right back has done well today. Spennymoor 2-0 up. That's the end of that game. Obadei on this corner for them. Can we clear this and continue with our 2-goal deficit? We are just about got safe. I guess it's not a 2-goal deficit. It's positive for us. It's a 2-goal difference between us and Hereford. Gloucester have got one back. Maybe that game against Spennymoor isn't over yet. Speaking of games that may not be over, can we clear this ball? We do. Coulson might get on the end of that if he runs fast enough. He does not. The 35-year-old doesn't quite have the legs to get there. But as a team, we hopefully do have the legs to get over the line and finish this match at least 3-1. It would be nice to get another goal here if Allen could be found on that front post once more. He tried for it, but didn't quite get there. It's collected by Asenso, back to Leverett, into Coulson to have a shot. Now we've got a long, smart ball from him, and although Chris Atkinson tried to put a curler into the back of the net, he has put it wide. Actually, it's 3-1 up. Scunthorpe have got a point against Warrington by the look of it. That's a good result for them. What else is going on around the game? Southport are losing, which isn't a bad result, but I guess it would have been nice for Buxton to lose so we can try and gain points on that second place. Last highlight of the game, I would presume. Skinner, long cross in, and we've got unlucky there. Their striker was completely open. I think it might have been Cisse, I'm not sure. It was completely open in the centre, and it's come up off the post and cleared by Carroll once more. I think a man of the match performance from Carroll there, deservedly so. 8.3 with an assist, deserved that. Very happy with the result and the way we played. Ben Atkinson's still anxious on the bench. I would be too when your brother's playing and you are not. Let me be honest, you're not going to be in the team in the next couple of seasons. But that's that. That's where we finish. South Shields drew. Not bad in the end. Well done, Chester. Warrington managed to hold on for that 3-3. Scarborough, of course, won. Spennymoor won, sadly. We have won, which obviously is a great result for us. Southport lost some points. So there, we've gone south on Scunthorpe, gained on Southport, gained on South Shields. Tamworth, I presume, won wherever they are. There they are. They won. But that then now gives us a 8-point buffer and 10 goals. 8 points, 10 goals buffer against 7th place, which is lovely. So not against 7th, against 8th, that is. Praise Cal for his performance. Sensational play from you. Player of the week is, of course, it's not us. It's never us. Unless someone scores a hat-trick, it is never us. Coulson, when was the last time you scored a goal? It's going to be that game, but that was in the cup. When was the last time you scored a goal in the actual league? That was it. So that was 5 games ago. Okay. Well, you are still our best player by quite a distance. It'd be nice if we could try and get you a few more going into the next season, but we'll see if playing you through the centre without any supportive striker will be enough to kind of make you a bit more of the focus point from our attacks. We will see. I've just seen a Burnley are in 2nd place in the Premier League at the moment. That's ridiculous. And Bilbao in first in the Spanish First Division is ridiculous as well. Apart from that, I mean, even look at this is German 2nd Division, isn't it? Heck. Celtic is already in the Premiership. I wish we were in the Premiership. Yeah, not quite there yet. We're only in the division that we actually started in, which is the National League North, but we're aiming to get all the way up there. This is Stream 8. We're doing short streams, but hopefully by the end of next week, we'll be at the end of the season, and that will be enough to hopefully get promoted, but we will see. This is Farsley Celtic. This is a team in the outskirts of Leeds that play in the Northern National Panorama National League North. Celtic, Scottish team, are very much still up in Glasgow. But no, we are Farsley Celtic, a Leeds-based team that are in the 6th division. So that's why we're there. Either way, welcome to the stream. We are, this is stream number 8 at the moment. We are 4th place as a team that was estimated to come 22nd so far this season. So the fact that we're already this high up is a great result, especially because we have no money. I mean, we apparently have an overall balance of 107,000, but our owners will not give us any of it. I'll have a look to see if they will do anything. Increase next season's transfer budget, but every time I ask them for anything, they turn me down. Senior affiliate is the best one, but they always say no. Doesn't matter which one I click, they say no. But I basically ask that every stream and almost instantly get told to go away. Anyway, on to our next game. I don't think I'm going to change anything in particular with regards to the lineup. That's going to be a no. It's really annoying. Like, admittedly, we are spending a little bit more on wages than I probably should be, but I think we're already in that position before I even joined the team. But you'd think with £107,000 in the bank, they would be willing to at least throw a few £1,000s my way, but no. How short are your streams in general? 45 minutes. I aim to do at least an hour. It's usually a little bit more than that, somewhere between the hour and a half days. Admittedly, I don't know how long I've been going already. I think I have been going round about 20, no, not even that, 10, 15 minutes so far. If that's correct. Quickly have a second look. 22 minutes have gone so far. I would expect to be just over the hour today, but we will see. But usually around about an hour-ish, unless something's going especially well. Which team do I support? I am a Leeds United supporter, so I'm in Leeds, and that's part of the reason why I chose Farsley. It's actually not too far away from where I live, so I thought it would be quite a nice save for me to try and take on. What about yourself? Better than United. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. It's going to be interesting to see how they perform next season or the season upcoming. They've obviously made an awful lot of signings, but it could be one of those things that bites them in the back. If you're a Barcelona fan, fantastic. Big fan of Barcelona myself. Obviously, things have changed a lot since the days of the dream team of Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, and all of those lot. I was lucky enough to see them when they were probably in their peak, but have obviously things have changed since then. But it seems you've got a bit of a new generation coming through with, let me deal with this quickly. Rudy has not been performing particularly well in training. Okay. Obviously with the Yamal, with Pedri, obviously being a Leeds fan, I'm a big fan of Rafinha. I think he's fantastic. It'd be interesting if you can sort out your goalkeeper situation. Hopefully you will be good to go for the next season. How do you feel about the whole ter Stegen thing? And that is us going into the new game week. Here we go. We've switched over our defenders once again, purely because Asensio was not great in the last game. The dream team was 2022 with Braithwaite, Aubameyang, and De Jong, of course. Of course, how could you forget that trio? I mean, even in 2022, you still were top 2, top 3. Obviously, you have a good 4 in general, but it's amazing that you managed to survive times like that and still come out the other side of it and look at one of the strongest, if not the strongest team in Spain at the moment. Equally, being a Leeds fan, if any of those played for us in 2022, we may have stayed up in the Premier League. I don't know, Barcelona was top 3. I mean, I guess, it's one of those things. I think part of it is the Camp Nou, the kind of the stadium, generally the aura that Barcelona have kind of put fear into a lot of the opposition. That and kind of the expectation that they should be winning games sometimes does enough to make a team perform better, even if collectively as the players they are pretty poor. But you never know. I mean, it's a shame because Aubameyang obviously had a great time I say great time at Arsenal, ended poorly, but as a player, he was performing pretty well for Arsenal for a decent period of time. Even Braithwaite was pretty good when he was at Toulouse, I think. Should have won 6-4 with Goldwaite up front. Imagine what a mess that would have been if you'd managed to turn Braithwaite into one of the best strikers in the world. That would have been hilarious. But I mean, I presume he's not in the. I mean, I don't actually know where he's playing anymore. But I mean, I think at the time he was probably in the Danish. But even if you're in the Danish national team, that probably shouldn't be enough to get you into the Barcelona team. Sadly, we have already conceded against Peterborough Sports. Not a good start. And now they've got a corner, a free kick as well. Nicholson on this one, surely too far out to actually have a shot. He's played a small chipped one to Titchmarsh, and our defence is absolutely nowhere. There was two people there completely unmarked, and one that definitely Beckett should have done better with. He's somewhere in Brazil. Okay, that's probably not a bad move for him. What are we doing there? There's two completely unmarked people there. What is the point of having three in the wall if we're going to leave two players there completely unmarked? Not brilliant. I'm going to berate him instantly. That will hopefully invoke a reaction. Here we go. We've at least got a shot on target now. Well, not on target, but had a shot. So we're at least in the attacking third. I'm going to turn off table for now. Don't really want to look at that and kind of look at a bit of the visualizer, see where we're attacking. We are aiming for wing play and trying to cross it into Coulson, but we tend to be missing him at the moment. Can't seem to get him to get a goal, and it does not help when we're 2-0 down either. Leverett's got a yellow card already. We just can't get attacking highlights, which is a shame. 40 minutes in, here's one attacking highlight. Leverett with a cross. Smith's on the end of that, but he puts it high. When our best attacking moment has come from our left back, that's not a great sign. 2-0 down at half time. Heck. Okay. We will go into the changing rooms, thrash the arms. We've been terrible. Just get back out there. Straight back out there, encourage them, and hopefully we'll get something from this. Tuchel on the throw into Felix. Felix plays it back to Johnson. Johnson, can he do anything with it? He does play it into the centre of the pitch to Fox. We've got no one really pressing them, which is dangerous. Allen has lost his player, and so has Masambo, but surely he was offside. It's been given as another goal. We're 3-0 down. This is a mess. Against one of the worst teams in the league as well. Was he not offside? Long ball over Felix. Oh, I don't know if Smith played him on, but even so, it's not good enough. Okay, let's change things up. Stevenson, you go up front and play as that. Screw it, play as a pressing forward. See if we can get something from that. And then Beckett, you're going to go back out on the wing. Leverett, you're going to come off for Ben Atkinson, and we'll just see what we can do from here. We're just going to do that and hope that it brings us some more comfort out on that wing and more attacking opportunities. Let's berate once again, because this has been terrible. Obviously, Atkinson's not reacted to that. Can't really blame him for this performance so far. 3 goals in, we're also going to go attacking, because let's face it, what have we got to lose? Okay, here we go. Tuchel on the ball. Plays it into Felix. Felix crosses it in. Nicholson's there. Thankfully, doesn't get anywhere near that. Beckett lays it all the way out to Coulson, who can't get underneath that. Can Beckett make another tackle? He does not. Oh, we're totally overrun. Thankfully, Carroll comes to our aid and plays out to Ebanks. Ebanks plays up to Coulson. Coulson, can he hold it up? He does. Ebanks got a little bit of space down on this right-hand side and finds the outlet in Atkinson in the centre of the pitch. He plays a poor ball to Stevenson, but thankfully he collects it anyway. That will hopefully be enough to give Atkinson a little bit more confidence that at least he got a pass off, but it doesn't matter when his brother is passing just as poorly. Oh, this is a mess again. We're trying to make a team out of players that are not good enough for this division, and it is starting to show. The cracks are showing, and that is 4 goals. Okay, it's been disallowed, but let's be honest, at this point, there isn't much that another goal is going to do to dampen our spirits. We're already struggling. 62 minutes in, I've put Yumbi up on the wing. I think just any change out there is worth something. 70th minute. What do you think about the DCL signing? Has he actually gone somewhere? I didn't realise that he had been signed by anyone. I'll quickly check. Don't see anything yet. Whereabouts is he looking to go? I know that we've been linked with him. Newcastle have been linked with him. I think Burnley were linked with him as well. I don't think it's a good signing for really anyone, to be perfectly honest, because he's a little bit fragile at the best of times. But if we get the form that he was in what, 2021, 2020-ish, obviously that would be fantastic. But speaking of things that aren't fantastic, this is pitiful. I don't even know what to do here. I don't even know what to do. Let's just rip up the rule book and go crazy. What's the point? What is the point of playing with a team that can't do anything? No, I'm going to cancel the changes. There's no point trying to play something stupid when we're already 4-0 down. Signed by Leeds. No, I'm not certain, but I don't think there's been a... Oh, has he? Looks set to sign. Oh, heck. You're right. It's an hour ago. I mean, it makes me a little bit nervous. He's not the player that he was 2-3 years ago. And he is fragile, but any additional attacking option is definitely worth it. That is intriguing. Yeah, set for a Leeds medical. Depending on how much money I was going to say, he's going to have such a massive wage budget. Did get him on a free, yeah, which is a positive, but his wage is surely going to be so high. We're just about trying to get towards getting rid of Bamford, and I don't think we're going to get rid of him this season, but we're already sinking a lot of money from his wages. I would not be surprised if Calvert-Lewin is on, well, definitely earn more money than Bamford is, but that's going to be another massive sunk wage there from Calvert-Lewin. I mean, if he performs well, fantastic, great result. If he doesn't, it's a lot of money that we're going to have wasted. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for bringing that to my attention. I don't know how I missed that. That also may impact who I put as one of my strikers in my fantasy team. Because at the moment I had Perot, he was the only option that Leeds had really up front. I know we had Felix and Metro, but I feel like Perot will be the one that will be starting out of the two, especially at the start of the season. Now that DCL's come in, that might shift some things. So we'll see. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, yeah, that makes me a little bit nervous, but we'll see. Okay. Might even make him a target forward. See it working out. I mean, yeah, I hope it works out. We definitely need reinforcements. I mean, we were looking at a few different wingers, which we kind of lost out on to a few different teams. But now the point that it's like, defensively, we brought in, I think, 4 or 5 defenders, and hopefully that will be strong enough to kind of hold us through. But offensively, I don't see us being strong enough yet to really hit the ground running. I think we need at least another winger. Yeah, despite a massive dip in fitness and form from his prime, I think he could do a good job. But yeah, it's exciting because we're bringing in players and he is still prem proven. That's very true, very, very true. But it's one of those situations where even though he's prem proven, do we want to bring in someone that's got a bit of an injury risk record? And if he does get injured again, it's just so much money wasted. It's almost probably worth having someone that's less proven, that hopefully won't get injured, but I guess everyone's got a chance to get injured. So having someone that we know can score goals may be worth it. I don't know. We'll see. Sesko tonight, it feels like a fever dream. It feels like that was something that was going to happen a couple of years ago before we moved to, I think it was at Juve. But he's a player that didn't hit the ground running as much as people thought he would the last couple of seasons. Like, I know obviously he was an FM wonder kid a couple of years ago. It feels so fake for a reason. Yeah, because it feels like his Football Manager, because everyone a couple of years ago was buying him and throwing him into, and a lot of people playing as Man United to try and rebuild them. So it felt like it happened an awful lot. But now it's like, actually having him in a team that you don't know how he's going to perform. And I mean, if he's probably going to be their main striker, let's be honest, they don't seem to have much trust in Xerxes or Hoyland anymore. He's either going to perform well or he's going to be another bust, and he feels like a bit of a risk. Yes, he was good at Leipzig, but when moving to a slightly better team, was it like, yeah, I think it was at Leipzig. When he moved into a slightly bigger team, he has then struggled a little bit for the goal scoring return that I think Man United need to really get them pushing back into the European spots. But you're right, it does feel like a fever dream. I can't believe we're signing DCL. 71 goals in 273 games. So what? That's almost a goal every 4 games. We get that in the Premier League. 36 games, 10 goals, 9 goals. It's not great. Bundesliga lost Wirtz and Frimpong, and they deserve to overpay for Ekitike and Sesko. Yeah, it's crazy because the Bundesliga. I mean, Wirtz was one of the best players in the Bundesliga by a mile. Same with Ekitike, and I mean Frimpong. I know that Frimpong's going to do well this season. Sesko, I have no idea. That's up in the sky at the moment. See how he does. But yeah, if you lose 2 of the better players in Wirtz and Frimpong, at least get a lot of money in from other players to try and, I guess, recover. It'll be interesting because I mean, all of those have come from Leverkusen. So I mean, Wirtz and Frimpong and Ekitike was Frankfurt, I think, but the other 2 were Leverkusen, and I don't admittedly know if they've made any massive signings recently, but I wouldn't be surprised if Xabi Alonso has got something cooking. Our next game is the FA Cup 3rd round game against Oxford. They are, of course, in, I believe, the league above us, so it's not going to be a particularly easy game, but we will see how that goes. Back as a stopper. I know they're not particularly performing well next to each other, but something needs to change. I'm not sure at the moment how to really recover from the poor performances that we've put in recently. I think that with this team, I don't want to change around the formation too much. I have already played 2 other formations so far this season, but changed them with good reason. But maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to bring back Chris Atkinson into that centre defensive mid position to kind of give a little bit more support for those 2 and see if we go back to this. I'm going to give it a go. Okay. FA Trophy clash. Again, we're playing Oxford, who are very much favourites. They've not been in the best form either, to be fair. Let's get going. Straight into it. Come on. Burnley have dropped off already in the Premier League. They're now in 4th, which is still ridiculously impressive from them. I mean, admittedly, I think it was only 12 or 13 games into the season, but any team, I mean, I guess this is the first year, so this was them after getting promoted in 2023, so this is the first year of them in the Premier League. The fact that they were promoted, second year. Even so, the fact that Burnley are that high up is a ridiculous feat for them. Tactical meeting. Yes, I know we're struggling with these 2, but I can't do much else to change things. I'm moving us back from positive to just balance. Distribute playmaker, I feel like, is still worth it. Do we increase the mid block? No. I'm not going to invite crosses anymore. Let's try that. Let's see where we sit after this game. Go to match. Let's get going. Here we go. Well, they seem to be happy. Nothing to lose here. Good luck, going to need it. Expect to win. I know we're underdogs. We go out of the game, go for performance to tier 4. Midfielders, I trust you to make the difference. Defenders, I trust you to make the difference. Paulson, you're already motivated, so I'm not going to say anything more about you. Oxford. Yep, you've actually got players, which is interesting. We obviously only have, I think, 2 players which actually have a face. I could download a face pack, and I have done that in past iterations, but haven't yet done it for this season. If I'm honest, I was going to wait for FM25, which obviously isn't happening. So FM26 it will have to be. This is not a great kit clash, but we can just about work around it. Greenslade plays it into Burley, plays it into Carroll, long shot straight over the bar. Thankfully, Laban was probably prepared to get it if required. Second highlight already. There seems to be some poor defensive marking there. We've thankfully got the other side of the players. Masamba, I think, headers that out. Smith down to Carroll. Carroll, is he pressured enough by... No. Greenslade. Okay, we've somehow gotten away with that. And Beckett, they've got a lot of players with the same names as us. That's intriguing. Is that Bird's Whistle in defence? It is. That's a great name. FM26. Yeah, it's a big if. FM26. Yeah, I think that. I mean, it's got to come out. If they don't come out with FM26, I feel as if that could be not nail in the coffin, but a massive blow for the company as a whole. Like, people are already very mad that FM25 didn't come out. I think if they don't do 26 as well, ridiculous. I mean, they've had another year in total, maybe 8-9 months after they originally delayed FM25, but all of that work and effort can go into 26. I know it's a new graphics engine and everything, and hopefully it's going to look amazing and have all the women's teams and stuff like that, but I think if FM26 is not released, the game is dead. I wouldn't say it's dead, but the number of players that are going to play it when 6 finally comes out is going to be significantly lower. I mean, I think even now, compared to what it would have been if 25 had come out, it's already going to be a lower number of people playing it. I mean, looking at like the streamers and YouTubers that also play Football Manager, so few of them are still pumping out especially exciting content. I know the new Premier League season pushes a lot of people to try some new stuff, but it feels as if there is a little bit of a lack of, not a lack of creativity, because if anything, it's kind of increased creativity. But as you said, it's not dead. There's just less support for it. There's less people watching. There's less enjoyment from a lot of people. I mean, even this save here, like, I'm completely new to streaming, and this is the first time that I've tried anything on Twitch or anything like that, and that's kind of what brings me an enjoyment. But this particular season is no more special. I say no more special. We have just scored against the division above us, Oxford, which is ridiculous. But this save doesn't feel any different to something that I played 2 years ago, and as a result, it's not quite as entertaining as when it was brand new. But admittedly, we are still 1-0 up against Oxford, which is a ridiculous result for us if we manage to come away with this. Tighty Banks with a great shot to the bottom left. See who else is in this at the moment. Smith, corner in. Can we rise highest? We can't. Greenslade comes away with it and just clears it straight to. Is that Carroll? It is. It's our Carroll, not their Carroll. Misambo. Back to Allen. Allen, long ball over to absolutely no one. Oh, the centre back. Terrible. It's annoying because our left back and right back are extremely outperforming what they should be doing, but our centre backs are so poor that it's almost not worth it. Carroll, header out. Beckett can't get on the end of that. There, Carroll collects the ball, plays it to Winfield, tries to put it round our Carroll, who stands strong and blocks his cross. Greenslade into Lumeka and puts it into the back of the net. Levi Lumeka assisted by Harvey Greenslade. I can't say we didn't expect to concede, but the fact that we're now in the 60th minute and it's only 1-1, I'd take penalties. Let's see what happens. 60th minute gone. I don't want to change too much up, even the hot attacking force has not done much. Kirby on the free kick off the crossbar. Laban didn't even move. Thankfully, I mean, our goalkeeper's supposed to be good, but geez, it didn't even move for that one. They've made a substitution. They're down to 10 men, I think, because that they've brought on absolutely no one. Down to 10 men. What we are going to do, they're definitely going to be dropping back a little bit more. So I think we go positive. And what we're not going to do is start throwing the ball over the top of them. We're going to play slightly shorter, higher tempo, and we're not going to pass into space. Compact it a little bit more. No, we want to stretch them, not compact it. And do we want to run at defense? I don't think so. Still work with counter, still distribute quickly. Don't matter about where you distribute it now, and we're going to step up. Go with that. Okay, now they're down to 10 men. Hopefully we can take advantage of this. We'll encourage the lads once again. Stevenson's not done an awful lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They are definitely down to 10 men. Ebanks on the back post, doesn't quite get there. Hemfrey, their goalkeeper, comes out. Carroll collects it. Just about manages to get it. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Who's on penalties? I have no idea who's on penalties. How have they... They've just made another substitute. What? Who's on penalty? It is Coulson, and heck, he's got 15 penalty taking. He's perfectly happy for him to take it. How many players have they got on the pitch? Did they just make a substitution after already having 10 men? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? I don't understand what's gone on there. Coulson puts it in the back of the net. What a result. What a fantastic result. Would I rather have KSI's forehead or hands the size of a smallish woman? I'll probably go hands the size of a smallish woman, and if I'm perfectly honest, hand size doesn't really make that much of a difference. Save money on gloves at the very least. But I wear an awful lot of hats, so having the head size of KSI would definitely cause me a few issues when wearing caps and stuff like that. Here we go, on to the last 5 minutes. We are 2-1 up against a better opposition, and thankfully Laban, our keeper, has got his hands on that one. Let's see if... We should probably make some substitutions. Carroll's shattered. Smith is always tired, so I'm going to bring him off. Atkinson's on a yellow. Let's get... Oh, it'd be nice to have Branson Pickle to be able to bring on, but we cannot. Long-term injury from one of our best defensive mids sadly cause us to have to play someone else in the makeshift position. 89th minute gone, 6 minutes added on. 92, 93, we are going to win this game. No! Oh, God, no. I don't know what he's done. Upper body, okay, that could be worse. But our star striker... it's now 10v10 with 2 minutes to go. I'm going to go defensive. I can't take him off. I've got no substitutions left. Thankfully, that's surely the end. I was going to say that's surely the end of the game. Don't concede it now. Everyone get back. More. Green slates open. No, no, no. Oh. Oh. That's a kick in the teeth, Football Manager. That's horrible. That is absolute evil. I shouldn't have gone defensive. That's my own fault, but even so, that is painful. We've got another highlight. We could lose this. We could lose this. Misambo, don't do anything stupid. Allen. They haven't changed the formation yet, so we're still playing defensively. Asenso playing left back. Out to Yumbi. Yumbi back to Asenso. Asenso's going to lose the ball. We're going to lose this. No highlight. That means... Damn it. Never going to viv you up. FM just kicked me in the nuts and told me to deal with it. Yeah, that was mean. That was bloody mean. I'm putting my goalkeeper 6th because that's funny. And let's be honest, he's not any worse than... what's happened there? Carroll is definitely not my goalkeeper. Oh, screw it. Let's just him, Yumbi. Let's go Asenso next, then Leverett, then Ty Banks, and then we're going Laban. But I'm definitely going to swap these over just in case it accidentally puts Jordan Carroll in goal. I want Misambo to be last on it. Not that he's going to have a chance of having a shot anyway. Team talk. I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait for this game to be over. I mean, Proud of the efforts. Let's just go into it. I'm going to change this camera angle a little bit closer if we can. Don't know if I can. Even so, Ben Atkinson, at least he hits the back of the net. Let's see. Change director to behind goal. I like it being lower as it was. It doesn't matter now anyway. Move out of the way. Kirby Laban almost got there. Finally get to drink beer and watch football. Yeah, no, I can relate to that. I'm excited for the start of the season. Admittedly, Leeds' first game is on Monday, but even so, I'm definitely going to do the same thing. Admittedly, I'm more of a cider drinker myself. But yeah, finally being able to get back to the norm of drinking, having fun, relaxing, and watching some football. So we will see how it goes. McEachran on this penalty. Laban nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. 2-2. This is not fair. We should have won this. Jaeger bombs. I'm not going that far. Not going that far yet. Maybe towards the end of the season, if either we're doing ridiculously well or doing horrendously bad, then Jaeger may come out. But for the time being, starting confidently. White Claws, a little bit less alcoholic, probably easier to drink and easier to deal with. Humphrey, Uwas, and Laban is nowhere near that one again. I appreciate they were at least taking penalties first, but I do not like how this is currently looking. Leverett is our fourth penalty taker. He has been in and out of the team. Admittedly, he's a 21-year-old, so I'm not surprised if he's nervous, but he slots it away. Come on, lads, into the fourth round. Laban, get at least die the right way. If Leeds win the league, you should chuck a bottle of Jaeger on stream. Honestly, I would do that because there's absolutely no chance that Leeds win the league whatsoever. Admittedly, depending on the size of the bottle, I may not do that because I think I would die, but I would definitely do something similar. Ebanks on this one. Can he at least... He's found the back of the net. A great penalty from Ebanks. I might move the camera angle a little bit. Maybe even... Honestly, I'm going to go back to director, I think. Just for this last penalty. See if Laban can get close to it. 275 mil. That I'd probably survive. I'll definitely pass out. I'll probably survive. So I'll tell you what, I'll agree with that. Never going to big you up. You can clip this if you want. If Leeds win the league in the 2025-6 season, I will down a 375 mil bottle of Jaeger. Another goal for Oxford. We are now in the 6-6. This is where I regret putting my keeper on 6. I thought this would be over from here. Laban, admittedly, he was going to be 7th anyway, so he has scored. Or I was going to say he might have come out anyway. Their keeper almost got their hands to it, but Laban, he's scored his goal. Can he now save another one? Humphrey, get out of the way. Is he taking the penalty? He seems to be walking. No, he's walking back up the side. Yep. Goalkeeper's apparently my 6th best penalty taker. Well, 7th best, but I put him in 6th. Burley coming up. Amusingly, Burley is a small area within Leeds as well. So Burley against Farsley as it looks. And Laban's caught it, saves a penalty, and then catches a shot against Burley. Absolute scenes here from our goalkeeper. We deserve that, especially after Coulson's injury in the 95th minute to a 98th minute concession. Finally got some good news. Finished with 10 men, and let's see how long Coulson's out, because that could be a big kick in the teeth. Ecstatic with that result. Great save from the goalkeeper. Finally went the right way and did enough. And him taking that penalty might have been enough to kind of get in their heads. We'll see where we are for the next game. Injury worry. What has he done? I don't want to look into the winning the 3rd round, into the 4th round. We've got a little bit of money. If it's under a month, we can survive. It's not. Fractured ribs. We haven't got 4K. That'll be all our prize money. It's pointless. Coulson's out. Okay, well, that's basically decided our formation for the rest of the season. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, Coulson, Watson come in. I'm still not playing Evans because he's leaving to the North Saints next month. And Yumbi's got to play on the wing because we have... Oh, unless we play Beckett back out there and put honestly, Ben Atkinson there. We'll see how that goes. To sign Haaland from Man City, if we had the money to do that, I would be elated. I think it might be a good 5-6 seasons before we're even remotely close to that. Okay, well, Stevenson gets his chance up front his own. Ebanks has been great so far. Beckett has been struggling in that position. Let's see. I don't want to take more risks. I don't mind it cutting in, but to be honest, I think I don't want him to stay too wide. I also don't want to cut inside. There's not much I can do with that then. I'm going to personalise it and see if we can get him to not stay quite as wide. I cannot. Row him from your position then, lad. No, I need him to be supporting. If anything, I need him to be closer in. And then personalise that. Cut inside with the ball, I'm fine with. We'll let him roam a little bit. Don't care about any of that stuff. Cross, take more risks, shoot more often. Don't think he's particularly good at shooting anyway, so we'll leave him there. Okay. This should be a good replacement. Yeah, I think anyone's a good replacement for Coulson, to be honest. I mean, he's our star player, but even so, I mean, to be fair, like, for a player playing in the 6th division, he's not bad at all. Looks like he's played an awful lot of his career in York, in Scarborough. He's not had bad results. I mean, yeah, starting in Scarborough, but 13 goals in 22 games, he would have been great, but he's now out for another 6 bloody weeks. Oh, painful. Painful. We'll see. Okay, I am going to go into the Banbury game and call that the last one of the season. Of the stream. Hopefully, it will be enough that we can just finish on another high and maybe not lose another player. I'm going to draw all teams. I can't bother to wait. We're against Rochdale, who again are above us, but let's be honest, it just got through without playing anyone. How's that happen? Even so, there is no one that is in a league any lower than us, so I'm not surprised that we got put in a better team. But if we get another win against Rochdale, that would be a great result for us. We will see how it goes. We're definitely looking light up front now. We lost our under-20s international winger, João Silva, the Portuguese under-20 international, who surprisingly was playing in the 6th division of England. He has been traded off to somewhere in the Portuguese 3rd or 4th, I think 4th division, just purely because we had issues with his visa. We wasn't sure if he was going to get a working permit. So Buxton have drawn against Chorley, which puts them still comfortably ahead of us. But we will see if we can catch up at all. Youth intake, okay. Promising. We need wingers, we need strikers. Apparently it's a terrific group of players. Let's see about that. Wilson is still our only player here, so signing anyone would be good, let's be honest. I'd like to recall João. Maybe we do recall João. He'd play some matches. He's not been performing well and he's not really playing. Do we recall João? I think we'll play one match without him and just see maybe what happens with the under 16s or whatever it's going to be. But maybe we recall João. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, on to this game against Banbury. I'm not changing any of those. I'm definitely not playing Evans. If anything, he can rot in the under-21s if he wants. But he is not going to be playing. He's left us for the North Saints. And he will stay in our under-21s. Or at least on our, not even in our starting team, not on our bench. He's going to be outside the starting squad purely out of spite. Here we go. LeBron's been doing well. Watson has not. Once again, we're going to just tell him, what are you doing, lad? You're 31. You're doing nothing with your life. Come on. Banbury, 23rd. Hopefully this will be a comfortable win for us, even with our injuries that we've had. Here we go. The Banbury game's been postponed, as in the one that we had. Ugh. Why has it been postponed? Waterlogged pitch. Oh, God, 6th Division's fun, isn't it? Screw it, I'm going on holiday until next week, yeah. I'm going on holiday. Maybe that's where I should call it. Looks like that's where the music's called it, heck. What's going on there? There we go. I think we're starting to struggle with frames once again, but we'll see what goes ahead. Struggling to get anywhere at the moment. This game looks... Oh, okay, yeah, it looks Football Manager is not having it. My setup is obviously not amazing at the best of times, but we don't seem to be simulating very fast or anytime soon. I think it's because we're trying to simulate through a Banbury game that's been rearranged, and it's a bit confused by that, and obviously it's got to go through all the other games that have been played on that day that hopefully haven't been waterlogged. Finally, we've moved away from that game. We are now down in 6th, but we will have a game in hand. Here we go. Games are moving thick and fast. The positive of that actually gives another week for Coulson to come back. Hopefully that'll be enough where his ribs can start recovering a little bit quicker, and maybe we'll get him back for the start of February. Would be nice. Come on. Simulations being slow. We did just have a game that was passed over due to a waterlogged pitch. So we're going to sim hopefully to the Gloucester City game and try and get through that one pretty quick. But at the moment it is struggling to sim through some of these days. That's probably part of the reason. It's trying to save at the same time. We'll see there that Burnley are still in 5th place. They're doing well. 17 games in and they're 5th is impressive. Barcelona are top of the league. Shout out to you, Viv, that are top. Barcelona top of the league at the moment. Outside of that, wouldn't say there's an awful lot of surprises kicking about. I guess Villarreal in 3rd and Real in 4th is surprising, but nothing that we probably haven't seen before. Villarreal are usually a decent enough Spanish team. See, they're signing players. We haven't got money to sign players. How is Scott? I'm going to return from holiday because this simulation's taking ages. I'm going to just try and get some more finances in. Come on. Can't do anything there. Please give us money. Please. We need it. Senior affiliate. Don't know why I try. Haven't been with you very long, I know, but the reason that no one else is with you is because we have no money. At least improve the youth recruitment. Guess we probably haven't got any of our young players come through yet. Don't care about any of that. Scouting update is pointless. We have no money to spend on players. How are we looking at that? Branson Pickles slowly coming back. 4 days to go. almost into the Gloucester City game. Again, we've had injury to our best player, which is not great, and we're coming up towards the Scunthorpe game as well. That is an important one for us. I believe they were roughly 5th or 6th and have obviously overtaken us now, I would guess. Now that we've been moved down at 6th, obviously we do have a game in hand, but win the Gloucester City game and hopefully recover quick enough to get into the Scunthorpe game will be the target. I might start the next stream against Scunthorpe. Third. We're third now. What has happened to the other teams? What has happened to this league? Where are we? So we have a game in hand. If we win that, depending on how well we win it, we could move up to 3rd, but move up to 4th. But Buxton have obviously dropped points. South Shields are improving. What a mess. It's a little bit nervous. Yeah, fine with transfer listing, Ryan Watson. No, George Smith is one of our best players. I'm not doing that. Stevenson, I'm just going to praise your form purely because we need you to be happy. Has George Smith been that bad? Apparently. I didn't think he was that bad. No, and discuss with the board. Doesn't matter. Convince. Oh, heck. Why is that the one thing you support? The one thing you support is to put more money into the youth recruitment. You won't support the main team, but you'll support youth recruitment. We have a goalkeeper in our under-21s team. That is it, a goalkeeper. And we play him right. He wants to play right wing all the time. Every single match that we play as the under-21s or under-18s, he plays as a right winger. Pointless. I've tried changing it numerous times. Nothing happens. And for some reason, you want to improve the youth recruitment. I understand improving the youth recruitment, but we haven't got a good enough team that's actually on the pitch at the moment to matter. If we keep playing with this financial situation that we're in, we won't have a youth team. We also won't have a main team. We won't have a starting men's team. It's ridiculous. Asenso, again, poor. Improve. You're 26. Buck up your ideas. Come on. Gloucester City. Here we go. Finally to the game. The lads better be about as fresh as you could hope for. Let's see if we can survive without Coulson. It's going to be difficult. But we will see. Here we go. Benfica have sold Di Maria. Once again, yet struggling in the under-18s. And Branson Pickle's still not ready. That is fine. Didn't expect him to be honest. Here we go. Now we're playing balanced. We're not changing anything there. We're sticking with this formation. Apparently it worked in the last game. And no one else is going to play. Here we go. Okay. Straight into it. Ben Atkinson's struggling a little bit with his sharpness, but to be honest, all of our players are struggling with sharpness. Come on, last game of this stream, and then I'll start the next one against Scunthorpe, who, if we lose to, could be problematic. Will our tumble continue? Here we go. Straight off the bat, straight in with some encouragement, get the lads going. We're obviously fitter than the Gloucester team. As well, I say fitter, we're going to have slightly more energy than them purely because we had a bit of a rest, had a week off, which will hopefully help us. Southport got Kings Lynn, South Shields got Rushall, Tamworth have got Peterborough, Spennymoor got Hereford. Anyone else? Buxton have got Scunthorpe. That's good for us. There's these two teams that are roughly up there playing each other, and then Scarborough are playing Brackley, who are probably still bottom of the league, bless them. I think it took them about 10 games to even get a win under their belt. Here we go. Smith on the left-hand side, out to Beckett. Beckett plays it into Atkinson. Atkinson plays it up towards his brother, Ben Atkinson. Through ball to Ebanks. Ebanks is through on goal. Is he going to shoot? He does. Top right-hand corner. Top right-hand corner. Here we go. Oh, wait, 2023 database. No, I think this is going to be the 24 database. Oh, Scunthorpe is a league above you. Let me think about this. Yeah, I guess it is. Oh, God, I can't work it out. Scunthorpe are in our league. Whatever the start of this season is, they are definitely in our league. I would be surprised if they don't get promoted this season, though, to be perfectly honest. They're definitely one of the bigger teams in the playoff promotion And this is not looking good. Yes, we're already 1-0 up, but Endicott with a long cross into right, and he's risen higher than anyone because our defenders didn't jump. Oh, this is a mess. This is a mess. Have a quick look at what you've sent through, if it will load. Struggling at the moment. The stream is really starting to lag a little bit. Oh, there you go. 13th of August. That was how long ago? That was 2 p.m. That was actually 15 minutes ago. First match. Looking, I'll try and see if I can change my scene. Add a scene and make the source. Come on. Where are we? Brain. Add a source. Browser. Apologies. Just want the URL to be that. Give me 1 second. Apologies. Has that done anything? It's showing X, but is it not? No, I don't think it's going to work. I need to be a little bit better at this to try and work out how to sort out those scenes in the future. I'm going to give it a second go. Oh, wait, maybe it was just loading. Maybe that was the problem. Oh, maybe it was just that it was loading. It doesn't seem to be working. Or it does, but for some reason that. Let's go full screen on it and see if that helps. The stream is definitely a little bit further behind at the moment. I'll keep an eye on Football Manager in the background. We are still 1-1 against Gloucester. Not much has changed. I've tried to accept the cookies, but it's just not having it. Don't know why that isn't changing. Well, I can't do much about it at the moment, but I'm going to look at that later and maybe talk about that in the next stream. In the meantime, we have just conceded once again. Can't seem to get that to work. But yeah, that's hilarious that something's come out whilst we were looking. I'm definitely going to have a look at that and talk about that in the next stream. Because yeah, thankfully, that looks like 2026, well, FM26 is going to be coming forward. Terrible defending once again for us to concede. Hopefully something better will come from the next highlight. Here we go. Smith on the corner. Crosses it in. Allen's underneath it and he puts it in the back of the net. Third goal of the season for Allen. Got to head out to the gym. Well, it was great chatting with you. I am usually streaming Monday through Thursdays at around this time, so feel free to come back at any time. Have a good day. Yeah, you too. Thanks for being a partner in this match, and hopefully Colson will be back soon. Yeah, have a good day and speak to you soon, hopefully. See if we can get to the end of this game pretty quick, because then I will be calling it a day as well. 44 minutes gone. We are almost at half time. And that is that. Stevenson has barely got his foot on the ball, which is not great. They're definitely looking better XG wise. We're getting shots away apparently though, so we'll take that, I guess. Encourage the lads. 2-2. Can we get to the end of the stream? And with a win, I'm a little bit nervous. Carroll plays it to Atkinson. Atkinson, can he hold on to it? He does at least get a cross in. Beckett's underneath that. Doesn't quite manage to put it in the back of the net. A bit of a goal line scramble. I thought a winning. Going to have to look at the league in a second because there's a lot of goals flying in every game, including ours. Speaking of goals, Ebank, get your head on that. He doesn't. Stevenson rises in front of him. Almost. He was offside. Okay. Quick look at the table. Where do we sit at the moment? We sit in 7th, 6 ahead of Chester, who are drawing. But South Shields, where are they? They're drawing. I just saw there at the bottom of the league. I think it was against Peterborough Sports, but I'm not certain. Anyway, Beckett to Stevenson. Stevenson, our striker, has got absolutely no support. He's going to have to do something special with that, and he does not. Pointless. Pointless. Come on. Smile. Is he going to get on the end of that? He doesn't. None of our players seem to be able to get a foot in, and that's definitely Masambo out of position there. Is it going to be exploited? He seems to have semi-returned there. He's all good. They're playing the ball around in the centre of the park, but we can't do much about it. Tolly on the right-hand side. We've got some blockers. Do you know what? No one gets there. Carroll on the back post doesn't rise high enough. Off the crossbar. Atkinson out to. Thought it was going to get out to Ebanks, but it doesn't. Pinchard. This is a mess. We are really struggling to get a foothold on this game. Endicott plays it back to Cunningham. Cunningham into Pinchard, and that is that. There we go. Music is back. Buxton 1-0 up. Scarborough 1-0 up. That's not surprising. Leverett with a free kick off the post. I swear this game, there's so much woodwork that gets hit. It feels a little bit unrealistic in that respect. See where everyone else sits. Can't even get there. Kings Lynn have got one back against Southport. That's good. Can we get an attacking moment here? Atkinson on the ball. Can he find someone? Smith puts it into the top right corner. Well done, Smith. Left back is coming good. South Shields have scored as well. But hopefully that raises us up from 6th or 7th. Slightly higher, we'll see. 30. Yeah, about 30, not 30 minutes, about 20 minutes left. Heck, that puts us into 6th. Southport, of course, are winning as well. Spennymoor are winning. Southport 5-2 up now. Heck, South Shields are winning. Buxton are winning, but that means Scunthorpe are losing. I just saw that Laban might have hurt himself there. I'm going to take him off just in case. Morgan, come on. Ebanks, we can't afford to lose a winger. And Missambo is looking complacent, so we're going to bring on the guy that basically every single time he plays, he ends up... No, he was poor in training. Screw it. Harry Sheridan, come on in. It's not your debut, but it feels like it because you basically never get on the pitch. Where are we looking? Buxton, there you go. Buxton are winning against Scunthorpe. I think a draw there might even be more beneficial for us, but we will take that. Our game in hand would put us into 3rd place if we win it. And surely that will be that. Praise the lads for that. Just in case. And that's full time. 3-2. Great way to end the stream. Our goalkeeper has hurt his wrist a little bit, and if Laban is out for the season, which he definitely won't be with a small injury, hopefully he won't even be out for a game. But if he is, that will destroy things, definitely. We will see. Scunthorpe in our next game. I'm happy they lost to their... Yeah, here we go. Okay, so they're more nervous about their injuries than ours. Yeah, I'll hopefully go into the next game having some confidence, and potentially Scarborough will be a little bit scarred from their loss. That's where I'll call it. Thank you to everyone who came along today. It was nice seeing a couple of new faces. And let's try and improve some facilities before we go, and we'll see the result of that next time out. Tell you what. Yeah, screw it. Let's try and make an under-21s team. Why not? There's no way they'll pay for that. Okay, that's where I'll call it. Thank you to everyone. Hope you all have a good day, and hopefully we will be back tomorrow with potentially, well, definitely still an injured striker, but hopefully our spare striker Stevenson can do something to try and support him whilst he's out. This is going to be difficult. We'll see what happens. Again, I've gone onto the wrong scene there. Can we rebuild? If anything, we are breaking down more. Have a good day, everyone. See you soon.